Cross. It is time to fix a bunch of stuff. Okay. What? Mm. No, 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 no. How about no? How about no? No. So lame. Oh! Hey guys! Sorry, I didn't have the chat screen up, so I was all into it. Hola! It didn't notify me that you showed up, so I was just doing my thing. Just doing it. Doing my thing. My thing. Thing. What's going on, fellas? So I lost my scene, Joshua Chu. I have to go back to my other saved scene. Like this one is for shit. I can actually. I'm not gonna delete it, but keep some of my stuff going on there. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of rebuild everything. Let's see here. Hello, Shrine. Hello, son. Okay, we'll go with that. Do 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 do. Okay, where's our camera? More. It's not a stepping stone. Oh, stepping stones and bamboo. All in the same. Donde está this? Let's get it to look right. If we can. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, pig. Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything that I need to get everything back to normal, Joshua Chu. Back to normal. It's a little painful. Blind Samurai! Camera, let's call this main camera. Ooh, that's kind of funky. Yeah, wow. Wild, man. How's everybody today? I did upgrade to Unity 5.3, yes. Oh. That's wild. That's the texture underneath. It's pretty crazy stuff there. Let's see here. Let's get these in here. Those are... There's like some grass and shit, right? Oh, I think that shit's built into the terrain. Look at that. So how do I remove it? Okay. There we go. Okay, build myself a little mountain background. We'll drop some trees and shit back there later. Joshua Chu, Joshua Chu. See if this even plays correctly. Sort of mesmerizing to I don't usually have my preview screen on, so I can't see what I'm doing. It's kind of neat to look over and see, and I'm working on some shit. Alright, let's hit play and see what it looks like. Oh, come on, work. Oh, look at that. Alright, we'll fix that water later. This will be... city point. We'll do that. I wonder how small I can make this. Make it not move as much at all. Yeah, some of my stuff looked really different. Okay. Let's change this tiling to nope. The water is moving really slowly. Okay. Now let's try and get our camera back where we thought we want it to be. Move it to let's look at that. Dun, 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 dun. What do you guys think? A little bit more above, right? Oh, I cut off his head. Okay, let's do the terrain to make it a little bit more in line with where we want to be. I think, actually, let's move the main camera. Like that. Okay, and now let's go back to our terrain. Let's take this way down. We're going to actually use this tool, which okay, here. It's interesting that we're getting these sort of like ridgy ridges. Take this shit out of there. Wonder if I can make this even softer. I don't know. It doesn't have to all be in the frame. It could. You're talking about bleeding it out, Ro? I think my gut instinct says that you want to know where all the fish can go, so that you don't imagine that they disappear off screen. It's the only thought that I can have right now. Is like my sort of intuition on that, but I don't know. We can try it, but I have a feeling that once we get to full, quote unquote, full game, then you're gonna feel like maybe they're disappearing off screen. Let's see. There we go. It's weird, like scalloped edges. It's so strange. Well, I wonder. Maybe I'm making this too steep there, Chief. Here's our 9 times simple water. Let's turn that off. No. Oh, well, I don't want to keep it on screen the whole time. I think the way I'm seeing it is like the camera's kind of modal since we do the zoom stuff, or at least the switch in gameplay. Um, yeah, we could try some stuff. Let me get us back to where we're at, and then I think we can play around with the camera a little bit more. That might be pretty fun. But I think it's interesting because my original brain conception of this whole thing was a 2D game, and so I think that may be bleeding into some of the work effort, right? And I will actually leave the terrain alone here in a second. I just want to get it to a functional spot. Basically, my mesh resolution there is a little bit janky. Technical term. All right, we'll just go with that. Yeah, but the customers have to come from the left. Like, I have to have room. So he's going to need room here for a table and a spot for where the actual customer shows up to buy sushi, which is why I left a little bit of space here. Where's my thing? There we go. No. Yeah, this, here, I'll put this in, and we'll call this table for now. Let's change its to there we go. And that'll give us a temporary, let's see, let's do sushi table. All right. That'll do for now. We'll make it a more table later. So yeah, Del, the two things that I did, and one of the, like why I did this in the terrain, was since the camera comes down, I wanted to make sure I had a backdrop sort of back there. So I did a long distance, whatnot, some mid-ground. We'll drop some trees and shit in here, and then but I also made this stream, or the feeder stream, go around the corner so that arguably you don't know where the water comes from. And part of the new sequence, I don't know if you were here for this, Del, so fish come into the pond from this stream. When they go under the bridge, he quote-unquote hears them, and maybe what I'll do is I'll put a rock That's where I'll put one of my rocks. Oh, actually, I don't like the way the rocks look right now, but he can tell what fish it is, so he gets a little word balloon. Let's see if we can do a... Sprite. Let's just do background, and we'll attach this to our Black Samurai for a second here. There we go. It's just tiny. It's really tiny. Let's make this. There we go. And move this on the local axis. Let's rotate it. Actually, let's just make this 0. Rotate this in. Sort of put this here. So all right. Sprite. Yeah, I'll just call it a thought sprite right now. Okay, so when they pass under the bridge, there's not a whole lot of room there. Let's move this down some and over. And let's see, about that size. He gets some idea of what fish is coming in, and it goes like, oh, it's a black silhouette with a question mark. I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to try and catch it. When he knows the fish after he's caught it 3 or 4 times, then it'll show up as like, oh, a salmon just came in. All right, awesome. Then on this side of the screen, and let's do, and this is where, and actually, this is good we're doing this because I'm going to test this. I think part of what was screwing me up in my other scene is the let's see, UI, hold on. Panel. Anchor it to the left. We will make its width 50. Height is full. Stretch. Let's see, 0. 25. Okay. And this is our customer strip. So yellow. What directional light? So yellow. Smooth. Actually, you know what? we're gonna white light everything, and then if we want some filter effects, we can do that later. So let's just make this completely, yep, 255, all F's. Okay, so customers come up this way. I'll come up with some way to identify them visually. Like I think pants and shirts, like blue pants, red shirt. That guy always likes salmon. Or blue pants, red shirt, big head. He likes 2 salmons. So then I'll basically, the idea is that you have to catch the fish and get them on the table right when they get there, so it's as fresh as it can be. And then you get the highest payout. If they sit on this table too long, then basically they'll start to spoil. And I just realized something. Where's my main camera? Also moving to perspective to allow the tune shader is kind of effed with some of the spatial relationships. Let's do. I wonder if I drop my FOV some. I should make it a little bit more. No, it's going to be. Let's leave it there. I've got it placed. Okay. Okay, now let's start. Re-hooking up everything that I lost, basically. Hold on, I'll be back. Let's get jittery. I'm going to get some coffee. Coffee! Okay. No. No, no. Mother effer. Hold on. Oh man, burned a lot of time on random crap today. Yep, get him back. Okay, let's get. Blah, 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 blah. So that scene doesn't exist anymore. I wish I could just reassign this thing. Okay, let's save it as to save, yes. Let's see. Send it to the other Skype row. Uh-oh. Okay, now we need to have a... Okay, what material? Don't like that one. That's fine. So where is my wave speed action, some shit that it wants? So fucking painful. Let's do, instead of that, let's just do the simple. We'll do for now, and we'll ditch any idea that there's any movement. Let's check it out. Oh, I see what you're saying. And then I could have them come across the bottom, right? So wait, the customer is facing the player, you're saying? Right. So I could even do hold on. Yeah, well, we're still going to need... So the fish feature is kind of important because this is where I'm going to get fish variety. But that's okay. This still works in this context. I think what I stubbed in with the UI stuff is just was just a temporary sort of get the idea going. But I think I like this idea of like the sushi tables here on the left, get Blind Samurai in the top left, and then because I didn't like moving them to the center, but then we can do customers are coming from you know, quote unquote, from one corner of the other, right? And it kind of makes sense that maybe it comes over from the right corner. Yeah, facing this way. So like here, hold on, let's do. Can I save this shit? Oh, I can send it to something. Oh, this is the lamest crap. Okay. Let's save. Let's do this real quick. Actually, and I think this is a good place for us to come close to stopping for this weekend, because I think hooking up the scripts, I'm just gonna. Actually, what? Fuck it. I'll just keep going. Let's see here. Right. So, like, I imagine what you're talking about, Ro, with yeah, I can move this. Yeah, let's get the camera. Actually, I think the camera was sort of a little right justified anyway. All right, let's move it over here, and I can do something more like this. All right. You know what? Hold on. Let's get our camera normalized for a second. Okay, there we go. Now let's move it into position, because I think I got a little wonky there. Let's see. This might actually allow me to make a bigger pond, actually. Yeah. Good call, dude. Let's get this tree. Let's push him to the other side of this path for a second. Let's go back to terrain. Do this one. No. Yes. I almost went to. Right? It can even be bigger in places. Hold on, I can even do this. Let's try and make this look a little bit more like the view. Right? Smooth out that corner. Pond out some. Let's see. Set dressing. Okay. Now we're talking. Oh, later, Josh Chu. Let's see. Let's even this up a little bit. Even closer. What do you think? What do you think, Ro? Do I need more ground space down here? Or should I actually take the pond all the way to the edge? It's perfectly diagonal. Yeah, call in. Hit perspective a little harder. Lose some of the foreground shore. So you mean actually move the camera? Yo, you should mute the cast. How's it going?
Mute the cast. Oh, right. Where I mute the cast? Stupid thing.
Yeah.
There you go. You're muted. Oh.
Yeah, you're muted. You're muted. You see what I'm saying with so you're saying I should bring the camera down more into his face so we can see his height?
Well, I'm just saying, like, the way I do that picture is the camera's a little lower and looking a little bit more in the scene. Like you're Diablo right now, and I would get it down to XCOM.
Okay, I know what you're saying. Let's see here. I think my fear with that a little bit is being able to tap fish in the distance. Do you know what I mean? Like the more perspective we get, the less it's going to match up to where you're tapping.
Yeah, when I think you can find find common ground. I mean, you can always, control it, undo if you don't like it. But I'm just saying, like, this is the time for you to experiment and with pushing those things.
Yeah,
and
totally.
the things I liked was that table getting more in the foreground is going to let you sell the sushi better.
Yeah.
Sell the success better. And I felt that you weren't going to necessarily have to worry so much about, make the approaching people can be a little bit more abstracted, where it's like only as they arrive you really fully have to see who they are.
Yeah, totally. Something more like this.
See, I mean, even that right there is, it's a little bit more perspective. I think that feels better. It feels a little more modern. It's not as flat, and I think some of the things you want to try to accomplish might be more successful, in that. And then the other thing you'll notice is I have, in the drawing I did, it's not quite as head on. Like right now, I think you're kind of almost at a right angle to the hero, right?
Yes. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Here, let's do this.
The drawing I had, you're about 30 degrees off of him, but it gives you a little bit more dynamic look at the lake and some other things. It just seems like you could get the best of both worlds, right?
Yep.
I agree with you. If you flatten it too much and it becomes a first-person game, then fishing in the distance would be just lame.
Right. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Well, this is cool because it's the progression from a 2D idea, right, to now it's starting to become what's all this shit.
Which is you get some cool advantages when you can start using foreground. You're like, hey, here's one important thing I want you to see. I want you to see that table, and when the fish plops on it, you're going to really be like, oh, right, fishy, right?
Right.
Whereas 2D or even flat perspectives, like that little table is going to be way off in the distance, and there's going to be two little bits, and you got to think about it. What it's going to look like on tablet versus your 27-inch TV, monitor that you're looking at right now, or whatever. Yeah.
Hold on, let's put the table in as our marker for where we want.
Get it.
Do you think a little bit closer?
I would put it where you have those bamboo rods right now.
These rods.
The bamboo coming out of the lake.
These guys. Right?
What guys you're pointing out? Those guys, yes, those guys.
Yep.
He doesn't need to be standing next to it, absolutely.
Right, I see what you're saying.
The icon would be important. All right.
Let's move this shit.
Just try right there. Was the camera protected?
Yeah. Gets a little flat there, but it's not bad.
Camera?
Say what?
Are you in camera right now?
Yeah, that was this. This is camera.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sharing screen with you. Are you sharing screen?
No, I'm just looking at your screen.
You'll miss the delay.
Right. How do I?
So in Skype, there's an accept. You should have a accept share screen.
Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it is a little flat, but I'm also kind of losing track of camera versus editor view.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Move these out of the way. All right. Here we go. So this is in camera. It's not maximized. So hold on. Let me just hit play so you can see. It is deceptive in this view because it tries to fit.
Right.
It tries to fit iPad wide into that little window.
It's better.
Yeah, I can even. I'm actually thinking. Here, Let's try this. Stop it. Stop effing with me.
One thing to do is create like 3 cameras and go bold with setting the 3 up, and then just whichever one you like, you just stay with, right? Rather than modifying the one camera and being worried that you're losing perspectives.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see.
Because that, like, I'm a big believer in like don't change something by 10 points, change it by 100 and see how much.
Yeah.
Value it gives you, but if you don't like it, delete it, right?
Go all the way over.
Yeah, like really push yourself to see like 3 dramatically different points of view, and then go, right, I don't like any of these completely, but somewhere between camera 1 and 2 is the one I'm looking for, right? Whereas when you're just kind of, tweaking out on small numbers on one thing, you don't ever really get a chance to realize how much different it could be.
Yeah, you speak the truth.
I can put your nuts on the table, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go get my coffee now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That yummy homemade blend that someone finally sent me.
So tasty. So nice.
Now, to be honest, partially probably my deal is I don't have the nostalgia for the retro gaming kind of stylization that happens these days.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just saying, like, if you get a chance to use like these modern tools and have 3D and all those things, it's like, well, what can you do now that like?
Thanks, Del. This is already so much better.
Yeah.
Like cool. I like the feeling of perspective, but I don't feel like I'm losing my 2D. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think your angle is keeping the bridge in place. You still have your lake coming, your river coming in. But I think you can have more fun with how big the lake can be, and also what else you can put in there. And remember, you can control it, but the fishing zone could still be a little bit front loaded on the lake, right? So you're not trying to catch a fish underneath the bridge, or
I can absolutely, make sure that the fish are sort of always there. Well, honestly, the actual solution will be I'll do like a raycast camera for where it appears you're touching. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus the actual screen space. It's not that big a deal. It's just just want to make sure everybody feels it. Just that it feels right, not.
Yeah, but you also got to show that type of game like this to be reasonably generous to the player.
Yes.
Right. You're not making the fucking skill shot game.
No, not at all. In fact, like the Minesweeper part is already hard enough as a concept.
Right.
Right. Of like, wait, I'm doing what? I'm echolocating some shit. All right. Right. So I don't want to get too tricky dicky with some of that shit. Just let's see. In fact, I actually like the fact that I've kind of come through and simplified a lot of this stuff, because I deleted a lot of junk this morning.
Right.
Out of the scene, because let's just get rid of this. It made it look nice from like a look at this. I copied and pasted some stuff, but for a gameplay perspective, I can add it back in later, right?
Exactly. Like nail the actual components you need, and then get the aesthetic to come back up at the end would be fine, right?
Because it was just all in the way, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even.
And also, like, once you feel like you set up that shit up, it's harder for you to change it, because I've already done all this work and I don't want to change it again.
Yeah, especially when you sort of finger fiddle that stuff around, right? You get sort of emotionally attached to it.
Yep. That's why I'm very cautious with letting designers do too much aesthetics, because they start falling in love with it before they know what it is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, totally.
You're just kind of like, dude, I need the level to work before you start telling me that it's the goddamn Atari symbol.
Right.
Ever tell you that story?
No. But look, it's the Atari. Oh, I think you did actually.
Yeah, it's in Battlefront. Like one of the levels, the guy designed this tower that was his Atari symbol, and I'm like, dude, this just isn't working. Like the sight lines are shitty. Can you rotate it 45 degrees? And he kind of threw a fit because like, no, dude, it's the Atari symbol. People need to see that. And I'm all, I don't care.
Right? Are you kidding me?
For the few people, like, okay, they'll have to run a little bit to the left to see that you made the Atari symbol. But for me and the gameplay aesthetic, rotate the damn thing 45 degrees, please.
Right.
You know? And it's those type of things where people just like really getting into kind of like fiddling. You know, it's like, you know, in drawing classes, like, don't draw the eyes, get the gesture right. You know?
Yeah, right.
Because gesture design is important when you're getting all this stuff to click into place. And then you'll know, like, once you're like, yeah, shit, this stuff's clicking, and it's like, oh, here's a great place for me to put some trees in the background, or some reeds up front, or, you know, get a flag flapping over here, because I know it's space that, you know, is easy.
Right.
And then you can have a big, giant tentacle monster coming from off the screen and just smash down every once in a
while. Right.
It's not Japanese if you don't have some tentacles.
Of course. You're going to need, well, tentacle clown pirates.
Sure.
Sure.
that puts a little more John and Gacy into it. I don't know what that does, but.
Well, no, come on. There's a whole district somewhere in Japan that's dedicated to tentacle clown pirate clowns.
For the pirate part, yeah. I was thinking more of like the surprise party, kids' surprise party, and tentacles combined. It's kind of like.
Right. There we go. And that gives us a little bit of a path. In fact, I have to make it even closer. Holy shit. Perception of space sometimes is not the easiest, but let's see here. Let's get this. There we go. I think this is a little bit of a path. Say what?
You might want to try just even like a 5-degree rotate on the camera.
Up or down?
Up, but then slide the camera down.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. Like, it's really awesome just to do the cams and try different versions, and then be able to, you know, pop back and forth between them and go which one's working fine.
In some ways, the cameras are more hassle to play with because you have to do. There's always a main camera. Whatever. All I'm saying is I'm lazy. I'll just rotate it. It's just as fast. We can move it anywhere we want. But I know what you're saying. Oh, did I lose you? Did you turn off video? Well, all right. Row crashed. Total protonic inversion. Hmm. Hola.
Hola. I think I probably made.
Probably did what? I shared screen with you again. You there? Did I lose you again? Yeah, we get some of these edges when it gets scalloped when you get across the diagonals. You know what I mean? Fix that in post. We'll edit that out. But what I was originally trying to do was trying to get a little bit more ground on this side. No, no, no. Gross. I won't fiddle fart with it too much, but there we go. Yeah, they can even whatever. I'll fiddle with that shit later. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can get. Oh man, it's painful that I can't use what I had before. Fish Force Max. Burp. Okay, water surface collision is. Oh. That's not correct. Hey Del, did you are you muted or something? Yeah, can't hear you. Nothing. I hear nothing. Still quiet. Grub, 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 grub. Yeah. Grub, grub, grub. Actually, some of this stuff should kind of work. Let's see here. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Come on already. Okay. Okay, let's pause this. Go to game, don't maximize on play. Okay, I don't care about the color or the wave speed or the wave scale. There we go. Let's walk through the script, I think. Okay, just what the hell? Why is this like the shader is bitching at me? F it. Okay. Don't care about that. Time tap. Don't care about that right now. Mouse click. That too. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Hey, there you are. What's up, dude?
That was weird. I don't know what happened because I went and did a Skype test call and everything was working, and then when I logged back in.
So you need to update Skype before they can see your screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says Skype says you need an update. It's all been downhill since Microsoft took over. Just saying.
No, it's not true. Update. All right, I'll call back in 1 second.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Oh. Sounds like mini wheats. Life cereal. No, he can't hear you yet. He logged out. Meh. Aha. And bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, 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 bong.
Bing, bong.
Are you channeling Donald Trump right now?
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
He talks like a fifth grader. I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. I mean, I like him personally. It's like every time he says a positive, it leaves the door open for a negative. You know what I mean? Like, I like him personally, but that implies that I don't like him in some way. You know, I'm rubber, you're glue.
Well, he's basically saying, I'm not a dick. I'm about to say something really dickish.
Yeah, or like, you know, the current version of the 90s, I'm just saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? Your mother's a whore, and she sucks lots of dick. I'm just saying. Yeah. Which makes it okay to say. Like, hey, hold on, I'm going to be a dick for a second. I'm just saying.
Dude. Keeping it real, bro.
Yeah. Just keeping it real.
A fat person knows they're fat. So you pointing it out is just the
yes.
It's a happy little deal. Yeah.
I need a rigid body on this bitch. Let's watch this shit. Don't use gravity. I always get thrown off because like physics and colliders and stuff like that. It's like, well, clearly, if I put a collider on something, but I understand that you can put triggers down. You know what I mean? But it's still like, come on now.
Yeah, well, some of these places, you know, obviously the internal logic of how they did it was clear to them, but when they try to,
I always get thrown off. You know.
Right. I was saying like, what has integrity to them starts to fall apart because they weren't user testing it back then, right? They came up with a bunch of concepts.
Yeah.
That's why they've gone through all these revisions, is to like go, right, usability is still, you know, had twos of things. Especially because sometimes programmers make just weird ass choices. And I'm dying. Was it Michael or Scott Peters? I can't remember which one it was.
Scott. I think it was Scott.
It was?
Yeah.
Well, I worked with both of them. Because his brother's a sound guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's weird because they're twins. Or they look really close to each other. So I walked in one day, and I'm like, whoa, dude. But anyway, like he decided that he wanted to have everyone program, but they were going to use British English as a programming choice. So color would be with the U, and you know, and it was just like, oh, dude, why are you making this needlessly complicated? And he was like, well, because we can't. I'm like, okay. He was a good programmer. It just that was a weird choice.
Yes. Walking through some strange shit. If I can get the sonar working, I'll probably log because I gotta get moving. But layer mask 4. What's layer mask 4? Layer mask is water. Hold on. Come on. That would be in the butt. Fuck. Swear to God, dude, every version higher, it gets slower.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like I'm actually tempted to go back to 4. Or like 5.1, you know what I mean? Because
I can't believe other people aren't complaining though. Is it just, I mean, is it possibly just a RAM issue?
No, people are complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of it is they're trying to compete with Unreal on their lighting.
Right.
And so they're running a bunch of, like, systemically is starting to bake that stuff in. And so it's like, well, okay, that's great, but...
Well, you have the lighting update always turned off, right?
I don't know. I just didn't look at it, which is why I need to, let's see.
Yeah, you should. That's actually might be what you're getting into.
Yeah, it's true.
In the lighting stuff, that's one of the main things is by default, it tries to update lighting all the time.
Where is that?
In lighting, in the lighting tab, not general. It's just the.
Is it under preferences?
No. It's not a preference. It's actually the lighting tab in tools.
Oh, look at you, Chief. Scene.
Okay, yeah, it's already turned off. See under other settings, it says auto, and there's a checkbox there.
Yep.
They turned it off, so that's not the problem. It was on by default.
Oh.
At some point, you might want to look into some of this stuff, or even just turn off some of this stuff for now, just because.
I just don't need it.
Right, not now.
Faith, global illumination, blah blah blah, fog. I don't even need fog.
It's good yeah. Yeah, we definitely discovered going in there and knowing how to turn down stuff or control stuff was pretty major.
Yeah. All right, let's see if this plays, dude. See if I can get some freaking sonar. This is a great opportunity because like the fish that I stubbed in before was such a like I get. It's nice to have a chance to redo the fish and the pathfinding and stuff because like I just jammed them in.
Right.
And that was kind of one of the next steps anyway. Okay, where am I? Okay, this water collider or this water. Why is it bitching at me? Oh, there's a script here. Let's pull this script. Okay, that'll clear my compile on that script. I'll probably have to go fix it at some point. That could also be one of my non-convex mixture lighter with non-kinematic rigid body.
Well, that's an update to the editor. Cool.
Yeah, that's got to be my water collider. Hold on. Let's see. What's up this? Sure, let's call it is kinematic. Don't care about that. Don't care about this. Okay. See if that picture says again. We're getting pretty close to. Look at that.
Uh-oh. That's low.
Yeah, but that's probably. I think it's trying to spawn. So I got this at the right spawn position. It's probably this audio stuff. Yeah, see, main camera is no longer main camera. It's now main camera, no space. I'm sure there's going to be a new script update too. Remind me not to update right away. Well, just not at the major version, right? Like 5. Now that I'm on 5.3, nice, dude. Nice. It's like a new version of the faux hawk.
The Schmohawk.
The Schmohawk. It's excellent. It's excellent. Dude, you've got a nice high ceiling in there.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon.
Some call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade.
I reckon.
You jumped the boy!
I like it that my hair looks like I'm going faster when I'm sitting still.
Yeah, I think that's intentional, isn't it?
Yeah. That's fun. Louise Van Nine, Iron Borgala.
It's working. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's working. I don't know what it's bitching. Oh, you know what? It's probably
Reinitializing the main camera someplace, and it's not.
It's possible. Like I'm gonna have to go through each script and sort of walk through it. You know what I mean?
What's that one up there?
That one up there was just making the sonar, and the sonar's working. There we go. There's a main camera not working. Distance tracker. I don't even need this, I think, anymore. No, I don't. I'm going to do this a totally different way. I'm going to wipe that shit out. Nuke and pave. Yeah, I think it's time for me to start thinking about either more RAM or a new machine because Unity's starting to bring my shit to a crawl.
Yeah, how old is your machine?
4.5 years.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's time.
It's time, but as soon as I pass about 2.5 years, I'm like, I feel the feeling, especially for a work machine.
Yeah. It's getting there.
You can build one that's pretty damn powerful. Although you're doing Macs,
Well,
because you want to pay more money.
Well, this might be the opportunity for me to switch off. Well, actually, I'm doing Mac for iOS development.
I know. Okay. Reality is not funny. I can't be a smartass about that.
Yeah. Well, it's a pain in the ass. Like, I could do Unity Cloud Build will actually build for iOS, but you still have to be able to open up Xcode to be able to set all your shit.
All right.
To interface with the your provisioning profiles and all that other shit. It's just like, dude, it's so arcane. That shit was built in 2008. Somebody.
Yeah, it's all that cross-platform shit that they're trying to do, though. They want you to have to buy a Mac. Right?
Well, it's not really Unity that I'm bitching about.
No, you're talking about the actual iOS
Apple
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So basically, even though they made it so that you can do almost everything you need to do on any computer you want, you still have to buy a Mac to
finish it.
Cross the finishing line.
Yep.
And, that's that crossover craft that all of those big companies try to do, And, Mac's so powerful they can make it happen, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like, you could just not be dicks and let people make games for you and you'll make money on the back end, no problem.
Right.
But someone on the hardware side is like, yeah, but we could sell more Macs if you made sure that everyone had to buy one, right?
Yeah. There may be some other technical reason, but I'm sure it's...
No.
Yeah.
I could not believe, giving a couple good programmers that they could figure out to make all that work, right? It's a lack of desire. It's a systemic attitude. It's all Steve Jobs saying, I never want a stylus for any of my devices because I personally don't like them.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I might have to actually profile my my scene because there's no reason that a scene this simple frame drops like that.
Well, we got into that when we upgraded. We got into major performance issues and weirdness, and it was about going in and knowing how to turn off all of those levers. And there's more of them that I'm not remembering right now because we did all of that a while back.
Yeah.
But no, it was problematic, and a lot of people were posting about it. And if you ever try to light, I'm thinking they have that fixed now, so maybe they don't. But we went from being able to burn lights in 10 minutes at most on a large scene.
Yep.
To 45 to an hour burn.
It's just fucking painful.
And there would be artifacts at the end. It's not like, holy shit, the lighting's so good that it was worth it. It'd be no, there'd be weird black artifacts and things like that. It was I just wasted an hour for a lighting pass I can't use.
Yeah.
No, there's something strange because I saw this frame rate hit your getting just dropping the freaking sonar pulses and
that's not
not like this.
Not like this. It's there's nothing. Oh, you know what? I think my physics might be spiking.
Yeah, physics is spiking for sure.
I think it's basically I've got some objects interpenetrating or something. Interpenetration.
Bow.
Bow. Chicka bow. Chicka bow bow. Bow. Chicka. Penetration.
You shouldn't even have that many gliders in this scene, right? It's not really.
It's just the one. Oh, you know what it is? It's my terrain, and that's why I turned off Terrain Collider.
What?
Because do.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's like I was thinking it's like if your train's turned on or you have an object out of collision, but you have no need for that because it's not like you're actually doing the system action.
Let's see where. Yeah, you know what? That's close enough for disco. Let's see this. I think basically this is my terrain.
Right.
I forgot that I had turned it on. There we go.
That seems great.
Yeah, it's much better.
We'll allow you that I can just keep my feed too.
It's pretty straight up on my side.
Yeah, but it's just straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that angle, I don't see any.
No, I don't either. It feels kind of nice. All right, next week we'll do fish. Fish. Yeah, we made great fish. Yeah, we were watching. So you know where that came from? I was watching some survival horror game out of like the Eastern Bloc, and yeah, exactly. And it was basically like it was like ooh trees and like running around like the environment and shit. And then the guy stops, looks into the water, and there's a fish just like kind of swimming. And it was like this long sort of like love letter to the fish, you know. It was just like, and I just started going like as soon as I saw it, I was like, we make great fish physics, fish AI, you know. It's just like great fish, make them better. We make them better with great fish. Your fish is unparalleled, best in class. All right, man.
Did I tell you what my brother? Quick story.
Yeah.
He went to Greece one time.
Yeah.
And like they wanted to rent mopeds.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Well, which moped's better?" And the vendor's like, "This one is better, and this one is better. They are both better."
And he's like, "Okay, that's great. Thanks.
We'll take them."
Thanks, Chief. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, I'm glad I could be wingman for you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. And maybe I'll see you later.
All right, dude.
When are you going to see Star Wars, fool?
Oh, I don't know.
What?
We just don't know.
What?
I mean, I'll see it at some point, but probably this week.
We'll take your video game card away from you.
But you know my video game card? You're gonna revoke it?
Yeah. You've done some infractions, dude.
Some infractions. Some infractions. No way, dude. No way. Yeah, I'll probably see it this week, but I don't know. You know, I just don't like people.
It's hard to argue.
It's like if there's even one, like I don't. You know, it's not even kids. It's like adults. It's like It's like, oh my god.
Well, especially the Star Wars one. That's not how that should work.
Yeah.
I'll quit right now.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Well, when you hear the mouth breathing and it's not Darth Vader, you're in the wrong theater. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god, Mama says I'm precious. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, can you feed me a Twizzler?
Put it in my mouth.
Yeah, put it in my mouth. I'm on a giant truck, but I don't do anything outdoorsy. Oh god. It looks tough. My pickup truck looks like a stormtrooper. Oh, so unkind, but true.
Well, at some point.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Oh, now's the time of the year where fucking calendars start looking pretty thin. So, about that time. All right, man. I'm gonna jet. I gotta whiz.
Party on, man.
Party on, Garth.
See ya.
Later, dude.